Okay. Alright, hey, welcome back everybody. Welcome to my channel. This is Propagating Plant Parts. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. And I appreciate it. And I welcome back all my favorite buddies over here. Alright, so what I do here is I just teach everybody how to make basic plants. Through cuttings or half dead plants or pieces that fell off or whatever. Or one that's dying and you want to resurrect it somehow. I can teach you all that kind of stuff. We got a video today. It's pretty known around how to do these, but there's some people that don't. We're going to propagate some airplane plants or spider plants. I don't use the what do you call it? I keep it real, I keep it raw. I don't use the real name of the plant because I butcher them. They're long, they're hard, they're whatever. There's tons of plants out there with tons of long names, so I just keep it to what everybody knows. We all recognize them. So, as these are airplane plants or spider plants or hanging lilies or hanging whatever you want to call them. It doesn't matter. They don't care. These fell off. The cats actually went through the plant and knocked these off. So what we're going to do is make more plants. The mama plant is huge. These things will grow like crazy. You'll have a million of these babies hanging down here. This plant that these came off of probably had about 60 babies about this big. So that tells you how big that plant is in the hanging basket. So these grow like crazy. You love to have these. You can have these everywhere, and they pretty much survive anywhere. Just don't let them freeze. So make sure your cutters are clean. These are clean. Bleach them or use alcohol. Get all the funguses and viruses and germs, whatever you want to get off of them. And make sure your area is clean. This is dirty because I've already used it a little while ago, but you may want to bleach this down every once in a while. Just keep it clean. So this one, here's the branch where it broke. Okay, part of the branch broke. And there's another little baby plant growing. There's nothing I can do with this one. I can't save it. Oh, my bad. I can't save this one. There's no root on it. And this stalk will not grow roots. So I can't put this in water or dirt. That's not going to do anything. It's just dead. So here's another one that started to pop out here. I don't think it has any roots on it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this whole thing. I'm going to clean it up. I'm going to cut this right here. And I can leave this stalk. Just cut it down a little bit. It doesn't matter. This one right here I'm going to put in some water. These plants grow great in water because, see, once the mama plant shoots them off and they're in the air, they start getting roots. All these right here are roots. Look at this one. Those are roots. So basically, it's rooted. It aerial rooted itself. But you're just gonna speed it up a little bit. So like this one, I'm gonna put in this jar. Okay, this one probably gonna rot. I could set this in just a little bit of water. Actually, let's try it. Look. So on here, I'm gonna put some. Let's use this one. I'll use this one for the water. So. I'm filling this up with rocks. It's just a glass. That way I can put these plants right in there where they're just touching the water. I don't want everything submerged. So let's fill it up. About right there. See? The water is keeping the rocks wet. So what I can do with this is, now, hopefully this one won't die. I'm pretty sure it might if it stays drenched. But I'm going to try to get at least one of these roots in the rock where the water is. Carefully. Just move these rocks around to hold it down. These roots are going to go to find the water. Well, that didn't help. Okay, well that's actually a good position right there. See? Right there. The roots are touching the water. I'm keeping these leaves out of the water. And these rocks are a lifesaver because you can actually have the plant out where it gets air. You want to keep airflow going around it. Okay, so that one's there. And this one, this is a little funky because it's got the stem that's broken. And it's got I'm gonna pull off this leaf. It's got 2 roots and a couple babies on it. So I think I'm gonna have to do this one in the water too. So it's okay to take off these bottom leaves. Just keep them out of the water. Anything you think that's going to sit in the water, make it and rot, and it's going to contaminate it, just keep it out. Okay, so this leaf right here can come off. We don't need it. The plant will be fine. Just pull it off. Let's pull off this one. That's good. See, now it's all fresh. Now we're going to do the same thing with this. We are going to let that root sit on top of these rocks where the roots are going to stretch to the water, basically, is what I'm saying. You'll be fine as long as it touches the wet rock. Like that. All I did was set it in there. I can't really show much, but it's just sitting on the watered rocks. That's all you need right there. And this will grow like crazy. And of course, when they're done, when the roots are big enough for you to want to replant it, put it in dirt, put it in hanging baskets, or you can keep it in water for its life. It doesn't matter. I'm just doing this here to show you that they will root in water because they're already rooting, so you can't say they're not going to root in water, but they're going to root in water. Now I got this little jar that I'm going to put some dirt in, just to show you both ways. Okay. Ideally, you can grab a bunch of these babies, say if you had a hanging basket, empty one, fill it with dirt, and just throw 2 of these about this size in that basket. I guarantee you they're going to fill up that basket quick. You don't even need 2. You can put this one in there, whatever, it's going to grow like crazy. And it's going to shoot off tons of little baby stems like these. They're going to come off of it everywhere. You have all these babies that are hanging down. All these babies hanging down, tons of them. But if you want a quick, pretty plant, you can put 4 of these in there, put 4 of them, and you got a full basket already. But it's going to outgrow that basket quick. It's up to you. You can do it the slow way, or you can have instant gratification. Of course, we all want instant gratification, but you know, you're going to be repotting it. So cut off this. This is one of the stalks. Cut that off because it's rotten. And this has tons of roots. All I'm going to do here is take a little more dirt. And actually, I'm going to leave this one in here for a while after it roots. I mean, it's rooted, but I'm just saying, I'm just going to leave this in here and let it grow by itself as its own little pot. Maybe in the bathroom or something. So I filled it up with dirt. This is a potting mix that already has food in it, so I don't have to worry about feeding it for a little while. I'm going to take off this bottom leaf and maybe this one. just to get them out of the way. All you gotta do is get those roots right there, shove them down in the dirt like that. You're not gonna hurt it, I promise. Maybe a little more soil on top of that. Actually, no. I put a little bit of soil on, but I'm gonna hold it down and put some rocks in there. It'll make it look a little better too. And it'll hold it in place. There we go. That looks better. Okay, that's perfect. All right, now I'm gonna water it well, because like I said, it'll root in water, so it doesn't really matter how much water you put in here. I'm just filling it up. Maybe about like that. It's about a quarter of the bottom of water, which is fine. You can actually fill it to the top if you want. It's no different than that. You just have it in dirt. But it's whatever you want to do. So you'll watch the roots in here grow now. So you'll see it start getting root bound in here. When it starts getting roots all over the place, then you probably want to pull it out and put it into a bigger pot. But for now, this can stay in here probably, I would guess, 6 months. In a medium light location, it'll stay maybe almost a year without having to replace it, like in the bathroom. So if I take it out of the bathroom every week and leave it in the sun for light or for a couple of days, let it get some real sun, then put it back in the bathroom for a week or whatever, it'll be all right. It's gonna grow slow, but it'll stay in here a long time. And your water's gonna stay in here. They grow like crazy. I mean, shoot, about 60 on one plant at a good time of its life. That's a lot of baby plants. You know, you gotta do something with them because they're gonna grow big and they're gonna overcome the mother plant. So eventually you have to take them off. Because normally if it was growing on the ground, that plant would have, those babies would spread and they would root in the ground. It would cover like a grass. Alrighty, so we're back. It's been about a week or so, roughly, week and a half. These were in a cup of rocks and water. So the rocks are in there so the plant won't sit at the bottom. It just keeps it out of, you know, keeps air flowing around the leaves, which you want. And this one is in a little bottle with rocks and dirt on it. So they're doing fine, they're growing, they're not dying. These are very simple to grow. I'm pretty sure there's roots in here. I'm pretty positive. I'm not going to take it out. I don't want to disturb them. Not that it's going to hurt anything, but not to put it back together. It'll be a mess. But this one, you can see it's already got its roots. One of them formed. And it's doing pretty good. Just going to set it right back there on top. Oops. Without breaking the root. And this little one, it hasn't done anything yet. But it will. Just give it another week or two. It hasn't died, so it's doing fine. Well, everyone, hope you got some value from this video. Learned a new trick. If you did, that's great. That's what we're here for. To grow knowledge. If you like this, just please like and subscribe to it. And I'm going to try to get more videos out to you all, as many as I can. So, stay happy, stay healthy. Alright, thanks for coming by.